Okay, so you've been wrestling with a big decision,
Ah, yeah.
and you sent over this really interesting conversation between Bradley Charbonneau,
Uh-huh.
the author, the math magician
Yeah,
guy,
right.
and Fiona Pasentino, the AI expert.
Yeah, I know them both.
They have, like, totally different ways of making decisions,
Yeah.
but their insights might be super helpful for you right now. We're going to dive into intuition,
Okay.
logic,
Mm-hmm.
even a bit of AI,
Interesting.
all to help you figure out this tricky choice.
I love it.
Their perspectives are fascinating, especially how they highlight this back and forth between our gut feelings and logic.
Yeah.
It's like Fiona uses this analogy about hearing a rustle in the bushes.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
Basically, your gut screams, "Tiger, run,"
Oh, right.
before your brain even has a chance to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Pure instinct, like total survival mode.
That makes sense.
And that instinct is all thanks to the amygdala. This is part of your brain
Okay.
that handles emotions and that fight or flight response.
Okay.
Super fast, way faster than the prefrontal cortex, which is all about logic and planning.
So that's why sometimes
Yeah.
we feel that icky feeling about a job offer, or
Yeah.
maybe we feel pulled towards something our friends think is crazy.
Is that our amygdala talking?
It could be, yeah, like an internal alarm system telling you to look into things further.
So that's where things get tricky, right?
Yeah.
Because then our logical brain kicks in,
Uh-huh.
starts analyzing, weighing pros and cons,
Yeah.
creates this tug of war with our gut feeling.
Exactly. You know those times when you just know something is right or wrong, but
But you can't explain why.
yes. Then you start overthinking it and boom,
Indecision.
indecision.
Any-
Exactly.
Fiona says modern life makes it even worse.
How so?
Information overload, pressure to be data-driven.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just end up ignoring that inner voice completely.
Yeah, I can see that.
But Bradley argues that we can actually train ourselves to hear it better
Really?
through meditation.
Meditation.
He says it helps him quiet his mind and tap into a deeper awareness.
That's interesting.
And Fiona backs him up on this.
He does.
She explains that meditation helps us access all this information that's usually hidden by our thoughts.
Like what kind of information?
It's like tuning into a radio frequency that was always there, but buried under static.
So by meditating, we can actually get better at making gut decisions.
It's more like recognizing the value of your intuition.
Okay.
Fiona says we often dismiss it as irrational
Yeah.
or too emotional, but actually it's drawing on a ton of experiences in subconscious processing.
So Bradley uses meditation to tap into that.
Exactly. And it's led to some of his most creative work, even his decision to move to Italy.
Wait, he moved to Italy based on a gut feeling.
Seems pretty impulsive, right?
That's a big decision.
But he says his most fulfilling decisions have come from trusting that inner pull.
Like a compass.
Yeah, pointing him in the right direction.
I see. So how do we balance logic and intuition?
Especially in a world obsessed with data.
Right.
Well, that's where Fiona's work with AI comes in.
Okay, I'm listening.
AI is all about analyzing data to predict outcomes. It's almost like figuring out the next word in a sentence.
How
So based on every text it's ever read.
interesting.
Like if you asked AI to predict the next word after "let's go eat,"
Yeah.
it might say cream cheese or jam
Oh, I get it.
based on language patterns.
Cool.
But humans aren't just algorithms.
Right.
We have emotions, memories, values.
Things AI can't really grasp.
Exactly. And that's one of Fiona's big takeaways.
What is it?
AI is amazing for certain decisions,
Like what?
market trends, financial planning.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to creative choices, the stuff
Yeah.
that defines us,
Yeah.
that's where intuition shines.
So don't ask AI what kind of pizza to order.
Maybe not, but trust it to help you budget your next vacation.
Okay, so AI for data-driven stuff.
And intuition for the big life-defining choices.
This is starting to feel like a superpower.
Right.
Using AI to handle the logistics.
And trusting our gut for those big decisions.
It's pretty powerful.
Now, the big question is,
Yeah.
how is AI evolving?
In what way?
What if one day
Mm-hmm.
it could actually incorporate intuition into its decision-making?
Whoa, is that even possible?
Can AI learn to feel?
That's crazy.
Well, Fiona explains that AI systems already use something called weights
Weights.
to prioritize certain factors in their calculations.
Oh, okay.
And these weights are constantly adjusted as the AI learns.
Kind of like our brains.
Exactly, like how our brains prioritize different information based on experience.
So those weights are kind of shaping the AI's gut feeling.
Mind-blowing, right?
Yes.
Fiona's research even looks at advanced AI architectures.
What are those?
They're designed to mimic the human brain.
Really?
Imagine AI with specialized regions, like our visual cortex or language centers,
Wow.
each contributing to a more nuanced understanding of the world.
So AI is getting closer to how our brains work.
But is it getting closer to actually feeling something?
Is that science fiction or reality?
That is the million-dollar question.
I think it's more about recognizing patterns
Okay.
and making judgments that consider a wider range of factors.
Like how our intuition works.
Exactly.
So it's not about AI feeling,
Right.
but about recognizing patterns.
Yeah.
And making judgments.
Taking into account more factors, like our intuition.
Okay, so imagine AI analyzing not just raw data, but also emotional cues, unspoken context.
The things humans just pick up on.
Instinctively.
Yeah, that's the kind of AI Fiona is working on.
Wow.
AI that could change healthcare, education, even art.
Hold on. AI creating art.
It might sound crazy.
You're telling me a machine can paint a masterpiece?
Well, AI systems are already composing music
Really?
and creating visual art that looks just like human creations.
Okay, but wouldn't it just be copying?
Well, they analyze huge amounts of data,
Like what?
musical compositions, brushstrokes, and create something new based on those patterns.
So it's impressive,
Yeah.
but where's the originality?
Right, that's what Fiona is working on.
What is it?
Giving AI a sense of agency.
Agency.
The ability to make choices
Okay.
and explore creative paths beyond just copying.
So AI that can surprise us.
Yeah, create something truly unique.
So instead of copying Van Gogh,
Uh-huh.
it could create something totally new.
Exactly, reflecting a different understanding of color, light, emotion.
That is mind-blowing.
It is, and it wouldn't be trying to evoke human emotions.
Okay.
It would be expressing something from its own way of processing the world.
Wow, let's bring this back to you
Okay.
and that big decision you're facing.
Yeah.
How can these insights about intuition and AI help you?
Well, remember Bradley's point about meditation?
Yeah, like tuning into a radio frequency.
That was always there, but buried under static.
Right, our intuition.
Exactly. And Fiona talked about how we dismiss our intuition
As irrational.
when it's actually drawing on tons of experiences and subconscious processes.
So how do we tap into that?
Start by paying attention to those gut feelings.
Those little nudges we ignore.
Notice how your body feels when you consider different options.
Like physically.
Do you feel excited, or is there a tightness in your chest?
Valuable signals.
Right, it's like our bodies are giving us feedback.
Guiding us toward the right choices.
And don't be afraid to try meditation or journaling.
To quiet the mind.
Yeah, create space for intuitive insights.
Like Bradley getting his best ideas during quiet reflection.
Exactly.
So it's not about demanding an answer.
No.
It's about creating the right conditions.
For those insights to come naturally.
Like creating fertile ground for seeds to sprout.
Precisely. And remember, intuition isn't always a big aha moment.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a whisper, a feeling of unease.
A gentle nudge.
Yes.
So we need to be open to those cues.
The whispers of guidance.
But what about the logical side?
Right.
How do we use data and analysis?
Fiona's work with AI offers a perspective. Remember how she talked about using AI for data-driven decisions?
Like market trends, financial analysis.
Apply that to your decision-making.
So if I'm choosing between two job offers,
Yeah.
I could use AI to compare salaries, benefits, growth potential.
Exactly. Like a data-driven second opinion.
AI can gather and analyze information.
Providing a more objective view.
Okay.
It clarifies the logical aspects.
Leaving me to focus on how each auction feels.
How it fits with your values.
So it's not letting AI decide for you.
No, it's about using it as a tool.
To inform my intuition.
Exactly. A partnership between logic and gut feeling.
Finding that sweet spot.
Between the head and the heart.
What about when our intuition is wrong?
That's a great point.
What happens when that gut feeling leads us astray?
Both Bradley and Fiona acknowledge that
Right.
intuition isn't perfect.
Right.
It's based on our experiences and biases.
So it can be wrong.
Sometimes, yeah.
So how do we know when to trust it?
Fiona suggests thinking of intuition as a muscle.
Then get stronger.
With practice, the more you pay attention to your gut, the more you'll recognize the difference between a true insight
Okay.
and a reaction based on fear or insecurity.
So it takes time to develop a discerning intuition.
Like any skill.
But even with practice,
Yeah.
It's just one piece of the puzzle.
Exactly.
Not a replacement for logic or critical thinking.
Or getting outside perspectives.
So it's about balance.
Yeah, that integrating
Combining the best of both worlds.
Intuition and our rational minds.
But what about AI developing intuition?
Right.
If it can process information in a nuanced way, could it also make mistakes?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
It gets to the heart of the ethical considerations.
With AI development,
as AI gets more sophisticated, we need safeguards.
To make sure it's used responsibly.
And ethically.
So we don't want AI making biased decisions.
Or prioritizing efficiency over human well-being.
Exactly. It's not just about preventing harm.
It's about recognizing that AI is a tool
that could be used for good or bad.
We need to guide its development.
To benefit humanity.
Exactly.
This is a huge responsibility.
It is.
Shaping the future of technology.
And its impact on society. It's exciting, too.
Yeah.
We're at the forefront of a revolution.
That can change everything.
How we live, work, interact with the world.
And by understanding intuition, logic, and AI,
we can navigate this new world
with more awareness.
In intention.
Oh, okay. So we've talked about intuition, the potential of AI.
In finding balance.
But what if AI keeps evolving?
Yeah.
Will it surpass human intelligence?
Will our gut feelings become obsolete?
It's kind of scary to think about. Will we become obsolete?
Well, Fiona mentioned this article about this woman who let AI make all her decisions for a month.
The one where AI picked out her clothes and stuff?
Exactly. Even her meals and social events.
Wow.
And she realized that while AI was really efficient,
it just lacked that spontaneity, that surprise.
Stuff that makes life interesting.
Right. It was all optimized.
But no fun.
Kind of. Like it missed that human touch.
So AI could plan the perfect schedule.
And the healthiest meals.
But it wouldn't know how to throw a surprise party.
Or suggest a random road trip.
Exactly, and that's what makes us human.
We're not just about efficiency.
Right.
We have emotions, curiosity, a desire for connection.
Those are the things AI can't replicate.
At least not yet.
So maybe our intuition, our empathy, our creativity.
Those are what will set us apart.
Even as AI gets smarter.
Fiona believes the future of AI isn't about replacing humans.
Okay.
It's about creating tools that help us
to reach our full potential.
Exactly.
So we shouldn't be afraid of AI.
We should see it as a collaborator.
A partner to help us solve problems.
Explore new things.
Even understand ourselves better.
Imagine AI analyzing tons of data.
To find solutions we'd never see.
And we provide the creativity and ethics to make sure those solutions are used for good.
That's a powerful partnership.
It's an inspiring vision of the future.
It is.
Technology and humanity working together.
To create something amazing.
Let's bring this back to you and your big decision.
Yeah.
After all this, what feels different now?
Remember, you have this amazing internal guidance system.
My intuition.
Exactly. Don't dismiss those gut feelings.
But don't forget about logic and data.
Use AI as a tool to help you.
Not to decide for me.
You got it.
It's like having a whole team of advisors.
Your head, your heart, and technology.
And by using all of them,
you can make choices that feel right.
And are truly fulfilling.
Trust yourself. Stay curious.
And remember, even in a world of algorithms, your human perspective is what matters.